when we were all focusing about Indian cricket team, we were all focusing upon the squads. Now remember, in this brief period, we are talking about the Asia Cup squad and the World Cup squad. Maybe in the next couple of days, we will come to know what is the Asia Cup squad and what is mostly the World Cup squad as well. But prior to that, because of the injuries that certain key players of the Indian cricket team had suffered, there were positions open. Now, who could come in those positions? One of them was Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan, who's been touted as one of the key players in ICC events for India, and especially at the top where you needed variety because he's a left-hander, many said that why not give Shikhar Dhawan a chance? But the problem with Shikhar Dhawan was that he was only playing ODIs. His strike rate in T20Is had unfortunately not been up to the mark, and in tests he was looked back a long time ago. So with just ODIs, and after he was dropped from the Zimbabwe series, when he went to Zimbabwe and he was not considered for selection in the after the World T20, we all felt that the boat had sailed. New Zealand was the last time he had played, but then after that he did not get a game. However, there was one omission that really shocked Shikhar Dhawan, and that was the squad that was picked for the Asian Games. Now remember, the Asian Games squad that will play from September to October, that squad has got a lot of the C or a D team players who are making a mark in the IPL, and some have also made a mark at the international level. But one of the key names that was not mentioned, and it was widely touted that he could lead the team at that point in time, it was Shikhar Dhawan. Now he has opened up on how he felt when he was not even considered for selection in the Asian Games squad also, because Dhawan stated, when my name was not there for the Asian Games in particular, I was a bit shocked. But then I was like, they have a different thought process. You just have to accept it. So is that a candid admission of the fact that Shikhar Dhawan's career is all but over, and that his India days are well behind him? Because he himself has said this, they have a different thought process, and that thought process could mean a new team, a young team, potentially looking ahead to the 2024 World T20. Now remember, the series against the West Indies is a continuation of an experiment for 2024. And because of that, the Asian Games could lead to the depth, the increase in the depth of the Indian cricket team, which we hope can be utilized in the right way. But in the broader scheme of things, if you look at it, after the 2023 ODI World Cup, I think India have looked well past Shikhar Dhawan at this point. So this statement, I was like, they have a different thought process, you just have to accept it. This is an admission that maybe he's not thinking about his India days. It's all but over for Shikhar Dhawan. So whether he makes it to the fray for the World Cup, whether he's a last minute shock, it remains to be seen, because he's preparing. You see him on Instagram, you see him on the social media, how Shikhar Dhawan still maintains a very good fitness regime, and why he's visiting the NCA to be on a regular basis, how he's improving his fitness. He's saying, I will be ready. That is why I keep myself fit. These are things in my control. Whatever decision is made, I respect that. So Dhawan has come to terms with the fact that maybe yes, he will not be part of the Indian team soon. Whatever decisions are, whether he gets a faint chance, he will accept that. Always a chance, whether it is 1% or 20%. So he knows his maximum chances of being picked in the Indian cricket team, even in a worst case scenario, are about 20%. The bare minimum he can hope for is 1%. So in that way, the decision, whatever has been made or whatever will be made, Shikhar Dhawan has made peace with that. The omission from the Asian Games was probably an indication that yes, I think playing for India, donning that jersey again, might not happen for Shikhar Dhawan. So have the selectors conveyed the decision? Has he spoken to the selectors? Apparently, in Dhawan's own words, I have not spoken to any selector about my future. I have to prepare for IPL. Because if there is one thing that you would want to do now, and that is one thing missing, is that he wants to win the IPL for the Punjab Kings. This might be the process where he continues the preparation, because Apart from IPL, he hopes to be playing for in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy and hopefully Vijay Hazare. These are the white ball formats that he wants to play in for the domestic circuit in order to get fit and ready for IPL 2024. So, Shikhar Dhawan's days in the Indian cricket team are all but over. This admission itself is a fact that maybe the boat has sailed, and because of that now Shikhar Dhawan, his chances of coming back into the Indian cricket team are very, very negligible. Maybe if there is something drastic, then Shikhar Dhawan can come back in. But the question remains, what wrong did Shikhar Dhawan do actually? Because he was rather solid and consistent at the top of the order for India, in ODI cricket in particular. A freak injury ensured that he had to miss the 2019 World Cup for 80% of them, because until that time he had scored a century against Australia. In 2015, 2013, who was the major difference in India's fortunes? Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan has always been Mr. ICC, and in 2023 you would want to have seen him in that position. But now, looking at the depth that is there, looking at the available players in the Indian cricket team setup currently, it looks very, very difficult for Shikhar Dhawan. He's made peace with the decision, but yes, one feels that he should have gotten a call to the Asian Games squad, but because it was going to be held in the T20 format, that is the reason why they overlooked him. Surprising there as well, because he had a very good IPL for the Punjab Kings and his strike rate was also not that bad. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.